Hey Fireflies! Today I am customizing again, but this time is gonna be a little crazy. So I came up with this idea of doing a all-over plaid custom, and I'm scared. I'm doing this to myself. I'm just trying to push my limits and see how much I can do and see if this is a good idea or not. So we'll see if I can follow through and do this really ridiculous, crazy, complicated design, or if I give up midway. Coming up with this design, I was looking through my bases and figuring out what would be a fun thing to do, and I noticed I had this wolf body. I think I took the head for a polar wolf that I made quite a while back, and then take the head of a collie and put it on the wolf body. I think that it'll be a unique head swap, and I think it'll match really well since the fluff on the collie kind of matches the fluff on the wolf. So the first step is to behead the collie. Let's do that now. I know that there are plenty of methods of doing this, but I just get some really hot water, not even boiling hot, just hot. I can literally touch it and it hurts a little bit, but not that bad. And then I just dunk the LPS in, and you just keep him in there until the head is squishy. May not happen with this one because it's a white base, so sometimes their heads don't get squishy, so his head isn't really getting that squishy, but usually it only takes about 30 seconds, so just gonna give him a little bit more time underwater, and I'll take him out and just rip his head off.
12 seconds later.
Alright, let's see if that did the job. Yay! And that's how I do it. Voila! Then you just put the head and the body in and do essentially the same thing. Just wait for the plastic to kind of loosen and expand, so that way when you're putting them together they fit properly. Dang it, I can't reach the body. Okay, I got it. Time to see if it worked. Guys, I won't lie to you, I struggled a lot off camera. So what you saw is how it was supposed to go, and his head was just supposed to pop right on. But nope, it turns out the peg of the collie head was too big for the wolf body. So I tried to take out the peg from the collie head, but it would not come out. I boiled the water, got the head super squishy, and the peg still wouldn't come out. So I just had to shove it in the best that I could, but it still wouldn't go all the way. So I used a little bit of super glue to hold it in place. So yeah, I had a bit of a struggle, but it should be good, and I think it looks amazing. Oh my gosh, you can see a little bit of the super glue shimmering on the body, but that'll get covered with paint, so no big deal. It looks like sometimes the head looks down, so not sure how I feel about that, but that way it looks like he's looking down a little bit. But I think it's a really cute head swap regardless. I'm so excited. When he is turned this way, he's kind of looking up. When he's looking forward, it seems like he's looking a little bit down, and when he looks this way, his head tilts down a little bit. But it's kind of cute. I kind of like it, and yeah, I just think that this is a successful head swap. And now, time for the really hard part, and that's painting, because this was already hard enough since the peg gave me problems. This is the least of my nightmares for this custom. First things first, I gotta start with a base coat. This custom is going to be pink. Very, very pink. Pink is my favorite color, actually. Base coat is done. Oh, wait, actually, no it's not. I forgot the tail is pink. For some reason I thought the tail was gonna be a different color. Let me paint that real quick. Whoa, okay, now the base coat is done. So I left a couple parts a little blank, like the ears aren't painted fully, and the chest obviously is blank, the feet, and that is because they are going to be a different color, so I didn't need to paint them pink. But now I have to do the nightmare part, which is plaid design. So if you don't really know what I'm talking talking about. Basically, I'm going to be doing a ton of vertical stripes and a ton of horizontal stripes to create a plaid look. And it's gonna be like all over the custom. I've never tried anything like this before. Wish me luck. I honestly don't know why I'm doing this to myself because I'm really bad at doing straight lines, but I'm not trying to make them perfect. I'm not trying to make the custom perfect. It's okay to me if it's a little wonky as long as the official final outcome looks cute. I don't care if it looks perfect or not. I just want to experiment and see how it looks because I think it'll be really cool. I think I'm gonna start with the back of the head because that is the smoothest surface on this LPS. I'm not gonna lie, a lot of this will probably be off camera because I really need to tune in and focus to get this exactly the way I want it to look. Sorry in advance if I don't film much of this part. Here is the first look at the stripes, and as you can see, they are not perfect. So then I'm gonna go in and clean them up and make them look a little straighter. I am finished with the first plaid color all over the head anyway, and I think it looks really cool. I'm so happy with how it's turning out. But now the scary part is doing the same thing on the body, which has a lot more curves and crevices, so this is going to be even more stressful than the head. Okay, after a lot of painting lines and stripes, it's finally done with the thicker plaid, and I think it looks really cool. I'm so glad that I decided to stick with this idea. And now I have to go in with smaller stripes and a darker pink in between each of these stripes, so I think that's gonna be even more tedious than this was. I'm finished with the tiny stripes on the back of the head, and honestly, it was actually so much easier than the thick stripes. Maybe they aren't exactly super straight, but I think it's so much better and easier than I thought it was gonna be because I'm really not good at straight lines, but I think they look pretty good and it actually went by really fast, so I don't think it'll be too bad for the rest of the custom. And this was just a really nice surprise, and also it looks really nice. It looks really cool. I like it. It looks a lot like plaid. The lines are completely finished. Wow. That took a long time, but honestly, it was so much fun. Like, so much more fun than I expected. Like, doing all these lines, I thought I'd get bored, like, doing it over and over again, but I didn't. I think it was really fun. Wait, I just realized I need to do 2 more lines on the belly. Okay, not completely finished, but basically there. Okay, even though I was just saying it was fun, I'm kind of annoyed that I have to do 2 more lines. Oops. At least they're small. They're just tiny lines. It's okay. Anyway, back to what I was saying. I really loved this, and it makes me want to go ahead and, like, start on more customs of, like, doing plaid, but in different colors. I think it's so fun doing the all over plaid. I don't know if I've ever seen anyone do it before quite like this, so I'm really excited that I like it so much and I want to do more just like it already. I am going to start on the next part, which may be a little bit shocking because with this color palette you probably wouldn't think of what I'm gonna do next. Like I said, this is an experiment custom, so just watch along and let's hope that this comes together. Off camera, I gave her some eyeshadow, which will look so much better once her eyes are colored in. Right now, it kind of looks crazy. But I did these little hearts on her cheek, and then I did one on the tail as well, and I think they're really, really cute. This kind of reminds me of like latte art, which I didn't notice until like just now, but I think it looks really, really cute, and I'm excited to do her eyes. I did the rest of the eyes off camera, and this is what it looks like. So like I told you guys, this is an experiment custom, so she has pretty much completely white eyes. There's some gray gradients in there, and I have little heart highlight, but aside from that, it's pretty much white. And then I did these block lashes, and I think she kind of looks like a ghost. I think that's really cool. I also did the little hearts on the bottom of the paws here. Sealed her up, glossed her, and now it's time for glitter.
Footsteps echo all around. Lost in moments passing by. Feel the rhythm known as why. Tokyo, lights shine gold. Groovy beats a story told. Funky rhythm never old. City bold.
And I am finished with the custom! Yay! So I tend to do the last bits off camera, so that way the reveal is a bit of a surprise. You don't know exactly like what the finishing touches were, but she is done, and I'm gonna bring her in. Out of focus. Here's the finished result. So the last thing you guys saw was putting the glitter on the eyeshadow, which I think turned out so beautiful. And I got this idea from someone on Instagram. I showed them my concept photo, and they were like, you should do glitter on the eyeshadow. And they also gave me the idea of doing a lace black bow on the back. I did intend to put a bow, but I wasn't gonna do a black lace bow, so definitely took some inspo from them, and I think their ideas were amazing because I think she turned out really, really cute. And Adventure told me to do 2 little bows on top of the ears like this, so I definitely was inspired to do these accessories from other people, and I think they are just great additions to the custom. So previously I said that she looked like a ghost. After all of these additions, I think she looks like a vampire now, with the piercings that kind of look like things on her mouth, and with this bow in the back, it kind of looks like bat wings from the front, so I am vibing with that. I think that vampire is really the vibe for her, and now I just see her as a vampire. Like, she's just a really cute, pretty vampire, and I love that for her. I think that she turned out really, really gorgeous, and this is probably one of my most proud customs because I think she's really unique, and all of these striped designs took quite a bit of time, and I think that it really turned out, and I think that she's just really, really pretty. I originally made this custom to put up for sale on Etsy, but she sold before I could even list her, and she sold to a very special person, my sister, Adventure, who you often see on this channel. We share this channel, and I'm just so stoked that she loved this custom so much to buy it from me. That just means so much to me, and I am so excited for her to have it, and that means it gets to stay with me too. I also get to see her, and apparently you guys will be seeing her a lot because she's adding her to her mascot list. Woo! So look out for much more of this custom on this channel. I'm so happy that she is just staying with us. That's so awesome. Yay! Thank you so much for joining along in this video and watching me as I paint this custom. I thought that it was going to be a nightmare, but it was actually so much fun. And now I want to make all kinds of other plaid customs like this. It was just amazing. I really loved it. And I will see you guys next video. Bye!